And now a little about the world, starting with Latvia. NATO has launched an investigation into the growing activity of combat drones in Eastern Europe. This was the second instance of a drone being shot down in Latvian airspace. The first such incursion occurred in June. Both Russia and Ukraine are making extensive use of drones in the conflict that has been ongoing for 4 years. We can confirm that 2 Italian Eurofighter jets were scrambled this morning in response to a drone over Latvian airspace. One of the Eurofighters shot down the drone. All aircraft operated under NATO command. Latvia, with a population of just under 2 million, is a member state of the European Union and the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, borders Russia to the east. Countries on NATO's eastern flank, including Romania and Poland, have repeatedly experienced airspace violations. At Wednesday's meeting, alliance members reiterated that Russia bears full responsibility for this and that such incidents demonstrate Russia's growing risk tolerance. The closure of Catania Airport in Sicily has been extended until 2 a.m. on Saturday due to activity at Mount Etna. Italian authorities have described the current disruption as the worst in the last 20 years.
We are stuck waiting for some transport to Catania. We don't know when it's going to be, what's going to happen. We're just hoping for the best, but we don't know.
It's clear that Mount Etna took everyone by surprise. We have a rental car waiting for us in Catania, so we have to get there. We don't know how we'll get there or what time. As taxi drivers, we had to do everything in our power to increase the number of passengers who could return home, whether to Catania, Syracuse, or other parts of Sicily. Volcanic ash emissions are preventing landings and takeoffs. To maintain service, several hundred flights have been rerouted to other smaller airports. Hundreds of firefighters are battling a blaze near Como in northern Italy. Europe, the world's fastest warming continent, has been ravaged this summer by record high temperatures and devastating wildfires, with France and Spain particularly hard hit in recent weeks. The European Union will urge member states to spend more on measures to reduce the risk of wildfires, as the economic cost of this summer's fires has already exceeded 15 billion euros. Several thousand residents near Cologne in western Germany were evacuated due to a massive forest fire. Around 4 a.m., we received a message via the app telling us we had to leave the house immediately. We grabbed what we could and fled. Now we're waiting for updates. The firefighters' work is complicated by the presence of numerous unexploded ordnance in the area, which is why the military has been called in to assist. There were explosions and blasts during the night. During World War II, many fierce battles were fought in these forests. That's why we must exercise extreme caution. A fire has broken out on the southwestern coast of Croatia and is spreading rapidly due to unfavorable weather conditions. 36 people have been injured.
We smell smoke, so we just go out of the most necessities and we get out. I know if the sun is burned down, I think we'll just go back to Poland.
The fire was huge. A group of Germans was standing in front of me and their car burst into flames. The road was blocked, so I couldn't get through to Omis. The Polish embassy has issued an urgent warning to citizens in the region. Emergency services are evacuating residents and tourists. Tourists and residents of towns on the Halkidiki Peninsula in northern Greece fled the fire by land and sea. The fire is consuming forests and buildings near resorts in the middle of the vacation season.
My wife and me were in St. Nicholas Beach, and about 3 o'clock in the afternoon we saw fire, saw smoke. And after that, we received a message from Greek government about warning.
I felt like everything was quite under control. Many people were scared.
Finally, some good news from Italy. The Carabinieri have recovered 3 paintings by French masters Paul Cézanne, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, and Henri Matisse. The works were stolen in March from a museum near Parma, in the north of the country. The recovered works include Cézanne's cup and plate with cherries, Renoir's fish, and Matisse's odalisque on the terrace. Experts estimate the value of the paintings at $9 million.